So there's a give and take. So I guess it just depends on what your mentality is when it comes to those first and thirds. Okay, bunt defenses. Again, I've run all plays, guys. I've run them on any play that you run. I can tell you that at some point I ran that play, the majority of them. But again, when we talk about our bunt defense, it goes back to simplification. So with the runner at first, we have two plays. The one play basically is your standard bunt defense. First baseman charges, third baseman charges, shortstop covers second baseman covers first, right? That's just your standard with the runner at first, and we're just trying to get it out. If by chance we have the lead runner, we go for the lead runner. But the catchers know, our catchers call that play. They know that if we call the one play, we're just trying to get it out. Okay? The two play with the runner at first is basically a crash play. So the pitcher comes to the set, he has his timing that we use, he delivers the pitch. Okay? Meanwhile, the first baseman's crashing and the third baseman's crashing. Okay? Shortstop's got second, and second has first. Okay? And there we're trying to get the lead runner. If there's a 50% chance or more to get the lead runner, we try to take the lead runner. If not, we just get the out at first. Okay? So those are the two plays we run at first base. We used to run like a pick, we call a pitch out, and then try to throw it to first. We never used it, so we got rid of it. If you don't use it, get rid of it. If you don't use it, get rid of it. So that's how we approach it. If there's something we put in and we never use it, it's gone. It's not in the offensive system. It's not in the defensive system. First and second bunt defense. Okay, you got the standard. One play. Okay, third baseman. He's checking the runner at second. If the ball's bunted hard to him at third, he has to make the play on it. Other than that, the pitcher has third base side. First baseman's charging. Second's going to short. Short's going to second. Second's going to first. Okay, and then we have a crash play, which is basically the corners are coming, and we're trying to get that lead runner. Shortstop's covering third, trying to get that out there. Okay. And then off of that play, we run a wheel play. So the two corner infielders charge. The shortstop breaks like he's going to third, and the second baseman picks off right there at second. Okay. I mentioned that. The thing about pickoffs, guys, is this. Okay. And I should have mentioned this when we were talking about base running. Think about how many times there are pickoffs at second base in a game. It's like, I'm guessing it's like 1 or 2 times per game, okay? So if a guy picks off, if he picks off twice, damn sure we're going to be stealing on that next play, right? So our guys don't pick off, and they don't do a good job of holding runners. They can do a better job. And part of holding runners is picking off. But when we have the bunt defenses set up, if we want to pick off, we'll call that particular play. Other than that, we don't really give guys a lot of leeway to do different pickoffs and stuff while that's going on. We just want to run the play out. And if we see something, we might get to it. How we approach calling out pickoffs is just through our shortstop. Okay? We have a simple sign system. When there are runners on, the pitcher just checks in with them every pitch when there's runners on a second base. And we use that sign system to get whatever play is called that we need, and that takes away some of the stuff, some of the the simple communication that needs to happen in those plays. All right, so when we talk about winning games, right? Last year we went 48-4, okay? But you don't think about the 48, you think about the 4, right? And as crazy as it is, that's the way a lot of us are wired. So you think about why you didn't win the regional and go to the World Series, all right? And to me, it comes down to some simple things. One is you have to throw strikes. There are not a lot of good hitters out there. If you throw strikes and you challenge, you're going to be in good shape. Guys, when it comes to pitchers, this is my belief. if you've got a pitcher that's confident in his stuff, even if it's shitty, he can get hitters out. He can get hitters out, I promise you. And we've had guys do it at the college level. So if they do it at the college level, they can do it at whatever level you coach. Okay? So to me, when it comes down to throw and strike, confidence and throw and strike go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. Because a guy that doesn't have confidence, he's going to always be away. He's going to be away from barrels. He's going to be away from competing. So that's the first thing. If you don't have guys that throw strikes, you're going to lose a lot of games. You're going to lose a lot of games because then your defense doesn't matter, and then the pressure's all on your offense. Okay? So usually good teams have pitchers that are going to throw strikes. Obviously, if their stuff is good, and you know, I'm a guy that believes if you can strike a guy out, strike him out, right? Whatever happens to strike guys out? There's nothing wrong with that. We kind of still like it because we say that this guy had this many strikeouts, but then at the same time we're saying everybody should pitch to contact. Oh, I mean, what is it? So for me, if a guy can strike guys out, just throw pitches in the zone, strike them out, right? Then you don't have to field it. Then you don't have to throw it across. That doesn't mean just not pounding the zone. I'm talking attack the zone, attack the hitter. If you can strike them out, strike them out. The defense. So with the wood bats, guys, we use wood bats, and probably for you guys as well, there's more ground balls. With the bats, with the BB Core bats, there's more ground balls. There's more plays for the infield, so I'm gonna get some good guys in there. I'm gonna get some good guys. And then how we work, guys, is basically this. Any play that we ask our infielders to make, outfielders, catchers, pitchers, we're gonna work on those plays a lot, okay? If by chance something comes up in a game and we haven't gone over it, the first thing I'm gonna say at that end of the game meeting is that, Coach, that's on me. That's on me, I missed that, I didn't pay attention to that detail. We'll get it right the next time, okay? But the defense, guys, is gonna save you runs. So when your pitcher is a guy that can't strike guys out, you got guys that can make plays, turn double plays, be short-handed. It's going to go a long way for you. The big innings, all right? So we all know how it works, right? 2 outs, routine ground ball to shortstop. He feels it, throws it away, right? The next play, another play that can be made. It might just be like a little reach play to the glove side. He gets there, and instead of reaching, he alligator arms it, and it gets by, right? And then the next play is like a dive type play. He can make that play, but it just goes right under his glove. And then now we start talking about the snowball effect happening. But it's mental. It's mental. Because guys think, we want guys to think if a guy makes a mistake, we want the guy to think, that's it, I'm gonna pick that guy up. I'm gonna pick that guy up, I'm gonna make this next play. But unfortunately, guys think the opposite way. Mistakes made, and then they're thinking, okay, if this ball's hit to me, I can't make this mistake. You know, then there's going to be a run across. Then they might have a big inning. Then this is going to happen. So we got to work on that mentality. But we want to limit those big innings because usually big innings, guys, if they happen, it's going to be a hard-fought battle to overcome that. We talk about minimizing. So there'll be times where there'll be a run or two scored, and guys will come off the field and they'll have their heads down like this, and we'll say, guys, that was a great job. That was a great job because you minimized the damage. Okay? Instead of having 4, 5, 6 runs on the board, to have 1 or 2. If you can't overcome 1 or 2, then so be it. But minimizing is huge. It's huge, and when they do it, you got to let them know. Don't always be mad when they come in and there's a run scored, because sometimes when there's 1 run scored, you're damn lucky there wasn't 5 or 6. So just kind of survey the situation when it comes to that. The other thing is, you know, what I believe is you make your players confident, right? You make them want to play for each other. Okay, if you do that, I mean, really, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. But if they're not confident and they're not playing for each other and they're playing for themselves, then the depths of the limit is the limit. So that's in everything we do when it comes to teaching. You want to talk about the little things that win, but those are the big things that win. Those are the big things that win. So we try to empower our guys. We try to give them the knowledge and the strength to go out there and do what they're capable of. Because at the end of the day, right, it is about developing players, but those players are going to be players in life too at the end. And you want them equipped to do that. You want them equipped to play that game like crazy. Right? And then the last thing is erase some base runners, double plays, pickoffs, bunt defenses, getting lead runners. All right, those things are all very important. And we stress those to our guys. We let them know how important it is. We let them know how important it is by working on it every single day. So, you know, in closing, we're only got a couple minutes. Done? In closing, I would say this, okay? Guys, you're here, right, so you care, right? That's the bottom line. If you're sitting here, you care, which is awesome. That's